Happy June. Hello June. Joyful June. What is June gonna be for you? Let me know where you're listening from. Let me know where you're listening from. Tell me your location. How is your day going? My name is Anwali Anemore, aka Choco Mommy. So today we're gonna talk about something very close to my heart. Vision board, vision, goal setting. I know it's a new month. I know is midway through the year, but I also know why I want to ask this question. Now, this is not for you to judge yourself. This is not for you to be thinking, oh, am I trying to, let me not compare myself, am I measuring myself to anything? But I also remember very well December and in the beginning of the year, I was very, very passionate telling everyone about this whole, you need to set your goal, you need to have a vision board. Not just set your goals, but you need to have a vision board. Why is that? When you write something on a book and you put it away, most times you don't really remember. You don't go to it again. And even people that I work with and I coach them and I say, yes, put on your goals, but I want you to also get like a visual representation, whatever that goal is. Put it in like a, I did mine with a little cardboard paper and just stuck the things that I wanted in it. It's very simple, you know, it's not very hard. Hi Onyu Fresh, thank you for listening in. Fola, thank you for listening. Let me know where you're listening from and if you can hear me clearly. So the reason why I say this, I don't know if anybody here, like show of hands if you have your goals, if you wrote it down, or even if you have a vision board. Like there's some amazing people on here that I know that, hey, maybe they have everything figured out. So when I direct my question to you, you can just maybe like check out what I'm saying. So is anybody here right now that has a goal and has a vision board, or you have a vision book, or you have something that similarly represents your goals or your dreams or whatever you're going for this year, next year? Let me know. I want to see in the comment section. But even if you don't, this is where I'm going to. I'm going to share a little testimony at the end. The first thing is, if you don't have your goals written down and you don't have a vision board written down, if you jump off this live, it should not take you more than 30 minutes. Yes, I know your mind is probably going to go, 30 minutes? I don't have that kind of time. But the truth is you do. Because I know you might be on Instagram or Facebook again for another 30 minutes. And that's like time that you're just faffing around. Do yourself a favor. If you don't have a goal and you don't have a vision board, but if you're just like in life, just cruise controlling, just having fun, just, you know, waking up every single day, existing. But if you're truly going for a purpose, which I believe that every single person in this life is on this earth, unless you're going to drop dead soon or by tomorrow, you're still here for a reason. If God is done with you, you're gone on the face of the earth, whether you're a good person or a bad person. If he's done with you, he said, see my child, you've done your work, you need to come back home now, you're dead. So if you're still alive today, even if you've been thinking, you know, I've been through so much, you know, I just feel like not even, what is the point? Like I always hear people talk about this whole goal setting. Every single year I set goals, I never achieve it. Every single year I set my aspiration and I just get, you know, tarnished because I never achieve it. I did a post today and I said this, I had a goal for May. I didn't achieve it, but the truth is, at least I had somewhere I was going. And I had a way to measure it. And I can come back and say, hey, hey, June, be nice. You know, be awesome. We're going to keep going. What is my goal now for June? Do I need to change something? Do I need to look back and say, what happened that I didn't hit what I wanted to hit? In what area of my life in May that I can do better in June, right? So if you don't have a vision board at all, how do you know where you're going? You know, I believe that nobody here gets into a car and just says, you know, hey, even if you drive a Tesla that doesn't need a driver, you can just say, take me anywhere. You'll be driving around all the time. So I believe that every single one of us, if we're going to work, we get into our car and our brain and our mind says, I'm driving to work. That's why sometimes if you've gone the same route so many times, you even get there without realizing you're getting there. I mean, it's happened to me so many times. I might decide I'm going somewhere else, but I might just be driving automatically to my children's school. That's not where I want to go, but because that's where my brain usually goes first thing in the morning. Is it the same thing when it comes to goals and vision? If your mind can't see it, honey, you will never achieve it. That's the honest truth. Have you ever received anything in your mind that you didn't conceive? No. No. But I also know there's a huge hesitation around setting goals. Why am I saying this? 8 years ago, I didn't even know what the goals were. I just remembered when growing up, they say, what do you want to be when you want to grow up? And you say, oh, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a pilot, I want to be a journalist, I want to be famous, I want to be rich. Those are the kind of things that I thought were goals. But as I started my business and I had an amazing mentor, the first thing she said to me, what do you want? I knew all the things I didn't want, but I was never clear on the things that I wanted. That's the difference. So many of us know, I have so many bills, I'm always broke, I want to pay my bills on time, I want to travel, I don't want to work for somebody for the rest of my life. But those are the things you don't want. What about the things that you want? How much time do you put in to sit down, think, and put down the things that you want, right? So who here has ever written a goal? No matter how small. Now, I'm not saying goals about money. I want to make $5,000 a month. I want to make $100,000 a month. Goals in every area of your life. I want to even sleep well. I was on Clubhouse yesterday and I was hearing, this morning, and there was a lady saying, I'm struggling with insomnia. And that's the truth. A lot of people struggle with insomnia. But sometimes people are just always on their devices, worried about life. It might just be a little goal. I want to sleep at 10 p.m. every single night for this week, because if I sleep at 10 p.m., I'll wake up with more energy, I'm stronger, I'm happier. That's a little goal about in another healthy area of your life. When you set goals, and I mentioned this at the beginning of the year, there are 5 areas. But I'm not going about goal setting today. The reason why I'm talking about this is to remind that person who has just forgotten and gotten into the mix of life. This is June 2020, 21. Do we remember when we were in June 2020, when like in the thick of the pandemic, right? We're now in 2021 and the year is going to end soon. But if you are sitting here and you're not happy where you are, now I'm not saying you're going to get to where you want to be tomorrow, but the truth is you first of all need to know where you're going. If you don't have a vision of where you are going, you're like getting into my car and you're going to drive with me where I want to go. Life is going to take you to where it wants to take you, but that might be where you don't want to go. So the reason why you create a goal and you create a vision board is so that you are very clear on where you want to go and where you do not want to go. So if you're in a car and the taxi is taking you to a different restaurant other than where you want to go, you say, no, this is not where I want to go. I want to go there. Take a left turn, take a right turn, go back, take 2 roundabouts, right? But if you don't have that, you're going to end up where you do not want to end up. But that might be when you're 40, that might be when you're 50, that might be when you're 70. You would end up where you do not want to be. Now I'm going to give you guys a little story, a bit like a little testimony, right? I believe in vision board, but I'm also a Christian. But it's going to be funny. I say vision boards are like witchcraft. Literally, I call it Jesus witchcraft. Like, even in the Bible, it says, if you can see it and you believe it, you can have it. There are so many amazing things in this life that are so simple and easy. But because it's simple and easy to do, it's also very simple and easy not to do. The human being, the human mind likes to complicate stuff. If I say to you, I want you to come online every single day at 6 p.m., that's all I want you to do. Do it for 60 days and this is going to happen in your life. Most people are not going to believe it because it's that simple. It is the same thing as a vision board. If your mind can see it, you want it, not what everybody else wants. Somebody else can say, oh, I'm going to go to the Bahamas. That's what somebody else wants. What do you want in your mind? I also remember when there were a lot of people doing coaching and they were like, oh, you need to start doing coaching. You need to do online courses. It sounded good. But I asked myself, is this really what I want at this time of my life? And the answer was no. So I'm not going to set that goal because everybody else is doing it. Some people's goals are, I just want to travel first class. That's my goal. Put it down. Get a picture of Emirates first class, stick it in a cardboard paper and put your picture right next to it, seated on that chair. Today, I want to tell you that in the beginning of the year 2020, I have my goal board has my goals, has my husband's goals on it. And this is June 2021. And I can tell you, hands on my heart, honest to God, at least 5 things on that goal board has happened. Like, it's 5, oh my God, kind of goals. Now, where I'm also going with this is, your job is to think about what you want, write it down, get picture representation, look at it as often as possible and believe. Don't worry about how it's going to happen, because that's where I lose a lot of people. That's where we lose it. We're thinking, I want a nice house in a nice highbrow area, but my account balance is saying $5. How the hell is she saying I should write a goal? I can't do that. My salary every single month is $200, but I want to live in a nice neighborhood that is for millionaires. that's not your problem. Your job is to believe, write it down, and put one step in front of the other. I've had friends, real life, told me that they were desiring a car, a nice car, right? And then somebody in the church, a random, not even somebody they're so close to, said, oh, you know what, I'm relocated to a different country. I just feel like giving my brand new car away to somebody else. And she got that car. She didn't ask the person for the car. That person did not know she wanted a car, but she desired a car. She believed, she put it down, and she got that car. I am telling you today, and if this is making sense, like, guys, show me some energy. Put the questions in the chat. What we're talking about is blind walking without vision. I am so sorry, but a lot of us are working too hard. We are so busy trying to do the heavy lifting instead of fixing our mind. This is where the magic is. Believe me, this is where the magic is. If your life is not sorted today, how you want it. Now, life is not meant to be perfect, but there's supposed to be some level of satisfaction. Every year, you're not getting where you need to be. Every other year, you're not getting where you need to be. You feel like you're going backwards. Sometimes you're even succeeding. If I ask you for the month of May, what did you achieve? Just a little stuff. Like I said, I was able to sleep a full day without having insomnia. That is a fantastic result. But if you didn't put that down, how are you going to be able to measure it? So if you haven't done this, I'm coming here to tell you, as a person that have set goals for 8 years, and a person that with the pandemic in 2021, I have hit my highest goals in my personal life, 5 of them, real life. For security reasons, I can't start sharing this online. Honestly, my husband will probably like shoot me. But the truth is, I am saying this with all sense of love, and I'm screaming in my inner self is screaming and sharing this with somebody else. Your life can be so much better. What you're looking for, what is stopping you between what you want today or where you want to go, is what? Your mind. This is what I want. Let me share what I can share, which is in terms of my business. I put it also in my goal board, and I said I want my business to grow in other countries. Now, I'm Nigerian, I live in Nigeria right now, and as of today, I think Naira versus dollar is about almost 500 to $1. That's ridiculous. And for me, I'm a businesswoman. My brain is working like, I don't want to do the same work and get paid less because of my value of my currency. I want my business to explode around the world. Yes, I mean, I do business in the US, I do in Canada, and the UK, but I want to get into other countries as well. Now, last year TikTok came out. I wasn't so active on TikTok, right? And I kind of started dabbling into it end of the year, this year. From TikTok, for some reason, when I post content out, it goes to people in other African countries. The people in Nigeria somehow don't see it as much. I don't know why. But from TikTok, I've been able to grow my business into Ghana, Kenya, Zambia, Cameroon, Germany. It is ridiculous. I'm very active on Instagram, I'm very active on Facebook. But it didn't happen from there. But my mind was very clear. I want a global business. That's what I want. Not just for the fun of it, but I just love the fact that I can sit from my house and do a global business in so many more countries. I partner with a brand that is in over 160 countries. But even my mind wasn't so big enough to say, I want to do business in 160 countries. But if I put it there and believe it, it's going to happen. Right? It is going to happen. So this is me sharing with you what is possible. When you get off your backside and go and write your goals down, and take that 20-30 minutes that it might take you and the discomfort of really looking within you and saying, this is what I want. I'm not going to be afraid if I don't achieve it. I'm not going to set my goals based on my current position, but what I believe I can have in future genuinely, and I'm willing to put in the work step by step to get there. Don't worry about how it would happen. God, the universe, will provide you a way. You know, they say when the student is ready, the teacher shows up. So I want to encourage you today to go ahead and do what? Put those things down. Get a visual representation of whatever you want, and you're going to come back in 6 months, in a year, and say, Amelie, oh my gosh, you said this worked. Like, this is crazy. I can't even share this with people. Or I believe and I pray that you share that somebody else will listen to your testimony and say, if she did it and it worked for her, it can work for me. Okay? So if you guys have got value from this, click the notification, see first, follow me, put a notification button. I am going to put out content like this every single day to serve. And also, I'm happy to take questions. I'm going to be doing Q&A as well. So if there's any questions in any area that you'd like me to answer for you, I'm more than happy to do that. Okay? So guys, have a fantastic rest of the day. And